This is the manual video for the dispenser ice machine. The machine must be installed in a location that meets the proper operating conditions. The ambient temperature should be between 10 to 38 degrees Celsius. Water pressure should range from 0.1 to 0.5 megapascal, and the water temperature should be 10 to 32 degrees Celsius. The ice maker's performance is strongly influenced by both air and water temperature. Its maximum production capacity is measured under ideal conditions, with air and water at 10 degrees Celsius. Under high-temperature conditions, such as during summer, the performance of the machine may vary more noticeably. In environments such as exhaust-heavy spaces or coastal areas, corrosion may develop more quickly. Corrosion or damage caused by these environmental factors is not covered by the manufacturer's warranty. Allow a minimum clearance of 20 centimeters on both sides and at the rear from the wall to ensure proper ventilation for optimal machine operation. Also allow a minimum clearance of 50 centimeters above the machine for auger cleaning and routine maintenance. Before use, check the rated voltage indicated on the unit and make sure it is connected to an outlet that matches the model's voltage and frequency specifications. If the power cord is damaged or the outlet is loose, replace it immediately, as these issues can cause overheating or even fire hazards. Whenever possible, it is recommended to use a dedicated outlet for safe operation. Because leaks may occur during installation or operation, the machine must be installed in a location with waterproof flooring and a properly designed drainage system. A floor drain must be provided at the installation site, and the drain hose must be securely connected. Ensure the drain hose maintains a continuous downward slope to allow smooth drainage. The ice machine must be installed on a level surface. If the machine is not level, noise, vibration, or mechanical malfunction may occur. Improper leveling may also cause water to spill during the spray cycle, resulting in incomplete or abnormal ice formation. It is recommended to replace the water filter every 6 to 12 months. If the machine is used heavily or the tap water quality is poor, replace the filter every 6 months. If usage is low and the water quality is good, replacement can be extended up to 1 year, but always confirm the filter's rated capacity. Replace the filter immediately if you notice changes in taste, white residue, or an unusual odor. When selecting a filter, choose one that includes a scale inhibiting function to help prevent mineral buildup. After installing a new filter, allow some water to flow through for 5 minutes to remove any carbon powder or impurities. Scale buildup can significantly affect ice production, especially when using groundwater. If the ice maker will not be used for an extended period, remove the filter to prevent bacterial growth inside. If a separate drain pump is installed for smoother drainage, note that ICETRO is not responsible for issues caused by a defective pump or its performance. For any pump-related problems, contact the pump manufacturer directly. When selecting a pump, make sure it matches the machine's capacity, and note that drain pump installation is not recommended for water-cooled types. A faulty or leaking drain pump can cause flooding or secondary damage, and ICETRO is not responsible for any damage resulting from such conditions. Connect the water hose to the inlet at the bottom of the machine and secure it with the locking clip. Insert the drain hose fully into the drain outlet on the back of the machine, then tighten the clamp securely so it does not come loose. If you need to drain water from the drip tray, remove the cap at the bottom and connect the drain hose. Open the front door first, turn the power switch on, and move the ice-making switch to the ice position. The automatic ice-making cycle will begin immediately. For the IDO 70 model, note that the switches are located on the side of the machine. To begin operation, simply turn the power switch on, then move the ice-making switch to the ice position. Once the ice-making cycle starts, ice will begin to form within approximately 3 minutes. When the cycle completes, the ice will automatically drop into the storage bin and accumulate there. The ice will be ready for use in about 10 minutes. When the amount of ice in the bin reaches a certain level, a sensor automatically stops production. As ice is removed and the level drops, the sensor detects the change and restarts production automatically, supplying fresh ice again. When you press the ice button, its indicator light turns on. You can dispense ice either by holding the outlet push button with a cup or for the preset dispensing time. When you press the water button, its indicator light turns on. You can dispense water either by holding the outlet push button with a cup or for the preset dispensing time. When you press the ice water button, its indicator light turns on. You can dispense ice water either by holding the outlet push button with a cup or for the preset dispensing time. For best performance, sanitize the machine once a week. Clean it thoroughly once a month. When cleaning, always wear rubber gloves, safety goggles, and a mask for protection. Open the door and move the power switch to the off position. Press and hold the ice button and the water button simultaneously for 3 seconds, then dispense ice. Turn the power off and then on again. Press the set button briefly to activate the display. Press and hold the decrease button and the set button simultaneously for 3 seconds to start the forced drain cycle. The drain cycle will run for approximately 30 seconds. For the ICETRO model, turn the ice-making switch on the side to the off position. Press and hold the ice button and the water button simultaneously for 3 seconds, then dispense ice. Turn the power off and then on again. Open the front cover and briefly press the mode button to activate the FND display. With the display active, press and hold the mode button and the decrease button simultaneously for 3 seconds to initiate the forced drain cycle. Prepare the cleaning solution by diluting it with water. Open the top cover of the machine. For the ICETRO model, loosen the rear mounting bolts and open the top cover. Pour 1.5 liters of the diluted solution into the water tray inlet. Move the front switch to the wash position. The motor will run for approximately 5 minutes and then initiate a drain cycle. The machine will then complete 2 additional fill and wash cycles before stopping. Loosen the screws on the hopper cover. Rotate and remove the internal agitator and bottom plate. Wipe the hopper and agitator with the cleaning solution, then pour 1 liter of the diluted solution into the ice-making section. Clean the ice-making section using a cleaning brush. After cleaning, rinse the inside of the hopper thoroughly with clean water. Reassemble the bottom plate and the agitator. With the hopper cover set in place without fastening the screws, move the switch to the ice position to start the ice-making cycle. During the ice-making process, clean the air filter and the exterior of the machine. The condenser filter must be cleaned at least once a week. Poor ventilation can cause the machine to malfunction. After operating the machine for approximately 10 minutes, move the switch to the off position. Open the hopper cover and pour warm water to melt the ice, so it can drain. Fasten the screws to reinstall the hopper cover. Move the power switch to the on position, then set the 3-position switch to ice to start the ice-making cycle. The functions can be adjusted using the buttons located inside the machine compartment. When the set button is pressed, the corresponding item is displayed, and the setting value can be changed using the increase and decrease buttons. When the power switch is turned on, electrical power is supplied to the machine. When the switch is moved to ice, the ice making cycle starts. If the switch is moved to off during ice making, production stops and the motor operates for an additional 60 seconds. When the switch is moved to wash, the wash cycle begins. Press the set button briefly to activate the display. Press and hold the decrease button and the set button simultaneously for 3 seconds to start the forced drain cycle. The drain cycle will run for approximately 30 seconds. Set the maximum ice dispense time. This function completely clears ice from the storage bin. Set the automatic ice dispense time. Set the initial drain time. Set the automatic drain function. When the unit is not connected to a floor drain, such as in an office environment, and a drain pan is used for water collection, adjust the drain amount appropriately using the F4 and F5 functions. If a drain pan is used, be sure to turn off the power when leaving the office for an extended period, such as weekends or vacations. Set the ice and water dispense times for the ice and water function. Set the UV lamp illumination time. Set the service interval notification. The total accumulated operating time is displayed. Set the temperature unit. The evaporator inlet temperature is displayed. Depending on the setting, the condenser temperature may also be displayed. The evaporator outlet temperature is displayed. Set the ice and water dispensing mode for the ice and water function. When the ambient temperature falls below 0 degrees Celsius, water inside the machine can freeze, and the ice machine may not operate properly. Freezing of residual water inside the machine can cause serious damage. If it will not be used during winter, follow the steps below to prevent it. Turn on the power switch, and with any indicator lit on the FND display, press and hold the decrease button and the set button simultaneously for 3 seconds to start the forced drain cycle. These are the corrective actions for each error mode. If the machine does not operate, check that the power cord is properly connected. Check that the circuit breaker is switched on. Check that the power switch is set to the ice position. Check that the ice bin is full. If the ice maker is not producing ice, confirm that the water supply is flowing properly. Check that the air vents are clean and free of dust. Keep in mind that high ambient temperatures or nearby heat sources can also affect ice production. If the ice is not used for a long period of time, it may clump together and fail to dispense. Dispense ice periodically, and if severe clumping occurs, open the storage bin, remove the clumped ice, and then continue using the machine. If abnormal noise occurs, confirm that the installation surface is stable and level. Make sure the ice maker is not touching any walls. A few drops of water dripping from the outlet is normal and is caused by melted ice around the dispensing area. Slight vibration during operation is also normal. If the issue persists after checking all of these points, please contact your service agency for further assistance.